Let me see. I have my agenda here, so I guess we'll just call the meeting to order. What is it? 7.
Is Bill there?
Oh, that's Mark.
No, I know, but is
Oh,
Bill?
I don't know if you've been here meeting. She's one of our. I'll turn the.
I can
Yeah,
see
he's
Mark.
here. Yeah.
No, the reason I'm
Yes.
asking is Bill there because otherwise we don't have a
Yes.
quorum. Oh, you're frozen.
Oh yeah, no, he's here. Yeah.
Oh, Bill is okay.
I don't have a very good internet connection.
Can you go in and pick up um this connection through my Zoom?
Well, yes, and I'm not. I can't get on the building's Wi-Fi.
Oh,
For some reason, the password that you gave me just isn't. I don't know if I'm just doing the wrong one, but I've tried like 3 different networks and nothing's working.
oh,
I do not know if they keep it private, but what they did just change a lot around in our system, so that it could have possibly changed or updated within the last week.
who's speaking?
Oh, that's
It just froze. Again.
Yep. Yay.
Who's at the other end of the table? Well, you can't even probably hear me.
I hear you.
Who? You hear me, Mindy, right?
I hear you just fine. It's them.
Right. Darn.
I don't know if he's in a hotspot or I don't know how that works.
And I don't know why the password isn't working. Darn.
still.
See. Well,
At least Evan wasn't making a weird face.
well, this is a problem.
You need my hotspot? You need my house.
No, it's
Is it your one, friends?
it's at their end.
Yep.
Well, kind of hard to have a meeting if nobody can't hear anybody. Can't do anything.
First class modern technology.
Oh,
It's silly. You know, Suzanne, you're the one who asked me if I wanted to be a commissioner or an alternate.
and what did you choose?
I said an alternate suits my personality, and you giggled.
Okay, I can't remember anything anymore. It seems, but I guess until someone resigns, there isn't actually an open
Oh.
commissioner position. But there
Okay.
could be. I mean, that was our hope, is that the person who hasn't been coming would show up.
I
And-
see.
I mean, would formally resign, but that didn't happen, or be asked to resign or whatever. It just didn't happen. So now we're, only positions we have were alternates. So, well, we need to ask Evan. I didn't know whether you got formally appointed as an alternate or not.
I don't know how formal you guys, things are. So
Not
It
very.
was-
but-
I accepted, and then I don't know. So maybe it was. Go ahead.
Who talked to you about it?
It was at the 2 meetings ago.
But did anybody call you or any specifically about it?
No, it was all at the meeting.
Just at our meeting, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, because we so it's not official yet because we still have on the books Giovanni, I forget his last name right now, without looking it up.
Hello,
Oh,
Evan.
there you, Evan, we see you. Can you hear us? I don't know if you can see us or hear us.
Hello now.
Mm.
Nope. What are we having for dinner, Suzanne?
Stew.
Really good food.
Oh, what was that? Mm. In here. Mindy can see me eating dinner. Mm. We're waiting for Evan to try to connect up.
Can you hear me now?
Yay!
Yeah, yeah. We can hear you, or we did.
Again?
Let's see if this works.
Well, you're frozen visually. Can you hear us? Yes? Okay, now you're moving.
Yeah. Maybe what I'll try to do. Yes, I can. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
The one.
Yeah.
Those fucking.
Okay.
All right. If it doesn't work, what I'll do is I guess I'll give you a call and we'll just, if that would be okay, we can just do whatever
Sure.
via speakerphone on the cell phone. But
Yeah, we
for
can.
now,
Or what's the visual phone called? I do that with my daughter, but oh, you look like you're freezing again. Mm,
This is fun.
exactly. Barbara's not
Yeah.
there. Oh. Mm.
yeah.
What do you call it?
I don't know. You can-
Maybe call
Okay.
him, Suzanne.
Let me try.
What do you
Just see if
call
that
it?
helps.
What's long?
Yeah.
That was a full sentence.
Yeah. FaceTime.
Villains and
Let's see.
Is FaceTime an Apple only thing?
FaceTime is
I, we can't- I don't have an Apple.
Oh, so we can't do it.
All right.
I don't think. No, we can't. Okay. Does anybody else that's there have an Apple iPhone?
no.
No?
Maybe we're doing it on the phone instead of
I can give that a try, actually. That's a great idea.
What's that?
I'm going to try to do Zoom with my telephone instead. See if that works.
Oh, okay.
Just give me 1 second. I have to figure out how to do this. I was not prepared for all these technical
No,
things today.
no. And
Works.
you can't get online in the conference room. That's a problem.
Yeah.
Here's one.
seems like a consistent problem.
Well, I know it was a problem before, but then the last couple of times when I've been in the room, we didn't seem to have any trouble. Well, I assume we didn't.
So you're the magic that makes it work.
No, I don't know. Remember, one time, the first time that I was there, John had his phone possibly in use. But the last time I was there, which was last month, I really don't remember getting into the township internet. So I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
But you can hear us though, right?
Yes, we can hear you.
Let's just, if that's okay with you, let's just do this for now.
Sure.
I'm just going to keep the video off and But okay, so we
Okay.
call the meeting to order, right? You got okay. 10 minutes ago. All right, so we
Let's
have
make it now because 7:52, right?
sure, yeah, yep.
Change, we're good.
These hiccups, yeah.
Yeah. So we have, what is it, 3 guests today. Is that right? 3. So we have Kevin Kelton just walked in,
Okay.
Barbara Halpern, and Roger Durr.
Okay.
And did any of our guests want to raise any issues before we get started?
I would like to talk to Suzanne and ask her if she realized about the floating zone issue.
Yeah, I didn't have a chance since I saw the email to look that up, but because I thought that was only being applied to the commercial residential areas along 40 and that's what the floating zone was for, not for the warehouses.
Okay.
I don't remember any.
I think-
I don't remember a floating zone being brought up in conjunction with the warehouses.
Well, it says on page 9 of what you gave me, item 17. It says the township should consider permitting large warehouse and distribution center facilities as conditional uses with a new floating zone where property-specific conditions determine whether a warehouse would be a permitted use rather than simply being permitted within specific zoning districts in the township.
Oh,
And
okay. So
that would
just
be
that,
anywhere, and everywhere, all our farms and, all our commercial.
okay. Yeah, I think you're right. If the floating zone gives that much latitude, I need to check on floating zones. I thought it would be helpful to make that point to the rest of the committee, and then we can all voice our opinions to Chris. So I'll work on that. I just didn't have a chance today. There's always too much going on. But anyway, okay. Should we go back to the agenda? Can you hear? Evan?
I think he's logging back on. I think I'm a guest.
Yes, I have you
Okay.
down.
Back on.
I knew you were on. I didn't see Barbara at the table, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah. Take another look at page 9, items under 17, and craft something to send to Chris, and maybe. Yeah. There was no mention really of it at the meeting, was there?
No, that was the thing. We didn't discuss it in relation to we sort of must have slid past that. We didn't discuss it in terms of what it means and in relation to the warehouse, to number 17. So I would just like to have a better understanding of exactly how they work, because I don't actually know. I mean, they've been thrown around for a long time, but I've never dealt with one. So I would like to look it up and then send off a memo to the rest of the subcommittee to make them aware of it as well, because nobody wants it to be possible to put them anywhere, because they do choose inappropriate roads, farmland, that's what they've done elsewhere.
Right.
These warehouse developers.
Yes. Yeah.
If they want to allow a warehouse on the at a particular site and the zoning doesn't allow it, then the zoning would have to be changed, or they'd have to get a variance, and that's fine for a particular site, but not throughout the entire township.
Yeah, that's what this means, throughout the entire township, based on the way that it's written. So take some time when you get a chance and check out page 9.
I'll do that. I'll work on that. I'm in Cape May and I was trying to deal with stuff down here. Not that I'm doing a very good job of it, but anyway,
Okay.
let's go back to the agenda.
Well, he's working on it. He said about a week.
So our next one is
They
emergency management hazardous
We
waste.
didn't do the minutes.
Oh, no, you're right. You're right. Okay. Sorry, I'm very flustered now.
Okay.
So it's not just done yet.
So it would be the minutes of the April meeting.
Hmm.
What was that? April 20 something?
Yeah, April 22nd. Does anybody want to make a motion to approve the minutes for April?
Yes, I,
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
I couldn't hear who that was.
Oh, it's sorry. Yeah, it's Margaret and Bill.
Thank you.
Margaret made a motion, Bill seconded, and then we all approved.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you.
Suzanne, you don't have to take notes. We have a
we have
secretary.
a secretary.
She seems really competent too.
What?
Candace is very confident, it seems. So don't worry, just relax and not bother to worry about the minutes.
You don't have to know everything that's going on. You don't have to write everything down. Relax.
Who are you talking to?
You.
Oh, I do have to write it down, or else I can't do the minutes, right?
They
Okay.
have a
you don't have to. we have Candace now. You don't have to do the minutes.
You don't have to be acting secretary.
I'm sure
Yeah.
there's some kind of new AI technology that we could use that could take the minutes and
we have an actual secretary here.
Well, she can't see because I can't put the audio or the visual on because otherwise my connection gets
Just-
worse.
Suzanne, they have a secretary.
Thank you.
who has a secretary?
We do.
You guys do.
Who is the secretary?
Me, Candace.
Candace.
Yes.
Candace, what's your last name?
Delaney. Delaney.
Oh, well, welcome.
Thank
That's why
you.
you're telling me I don't need to write anything down because
Yeah.
That's exactly why.
I think-
hooray, hooray.
I think my computer froze as soon as I turned the computer around to introduce you. But I think it froze instantly. So
Well, that's great. I'm sorry we can't see what each other looks like, but anyway. Great. So if you have any problem with any of it, just let me know. Give Candace my email, would you, Evan? And then and phone number. And you can text or email me and I can send you whatever.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. So, for example, when we get to applications, when I have been typing them up, I work from my notes, but I also have the applications and the comment sheets in front of me so that I can check to make sure that what we say in the comments is the same as what the minutes say, or vice versa, I guess. Anyway, that's an issue we have to talk about tonight, I guess. Getting the applications digitally.
all right. So next thing is I forget what it was. It was the let's see, emergency management hazardous waste sites, but we didn't have anything there, right? Okay.
The only way to
Okay.
know is to call Matt DeCesare.
Okay.
And we haven't been doing that, I don't think, very faithfully. So,
Then you can ask them.
and usually we would get notices from DEP if there was something happening, or had happened, but we just should check in with him anyway, in case something else is going on.
Yeah. And then after that, we have some surprise zoning board applications. So I had emailed Desiree on the 13th, and I said, "Is there any new zoning board applications?" And she said there was 2. And then I was told that she's no longer our contact. But she sent it to me via Dropbox, and now Christina's our contact for zoning and planning board.
Right.
But I checked the Dropbox on the 13th, and when I walked in today, I saw there was 3 new zoning board applications that I do not have digital copies of or anything like that. So you won't be able to see them, unfortunately. So the one that was well, the first one I was going to talk about was what I thought was the school one. Was the cannabis thing in the school on I forget what road that is already. 10, yeah. But apparently that's not a thing anymore. It just seems to not be a part of this our new.
It's not there.
No.
They pulled it from
Yeah.
the agenda.
Okay.
Yeah, it was on the agenda for planning board, and then a couple of days later, they sent a revised agenda. Where they pulled it.
Okay.
It's on hold. I
So-
don't know if these people are coming back.
So it was going to be for this month, but it was pulled.
Right.
Okay. I just want to make sure that I was like, I just want to make sure I got the right things and whatever. So
We were not told.
yeah. So that's no longer an issue for this month. So the next one was, and I apologize for anybody also listening later, is because I'm kind of like thrown off because we have a couple of new ones that I have not really had a chance to look at yet. But the next one was going to be the Willow Grove Road one, which is ZV 2406. And that's the one for the 3,728 square foot pole barn. It would be 50 by 60 feet with a 12-foot lean and a 8-foot covered porch. What is a 12-foot lean? What is a
It's a
lean?
lean-to. It's not enclosed. It's just a roof.
Ah, okay.
Kind
You
of
can
like
park like tractors and
Gotcha.
a carport. Kind of.
yeah.
Just to protect something from like the
It's leaning
elements,
on
sort
one
of.
side of the barn,
Okay.
so the roof extends down.
Okay.
There's no walls.
And Evan, this is one of the
Yes.
ones that you sent us, right?
That is ones that I sent you. Yes.
Yeah, right. Okay.
It says it would be used for vehicle storage, and 1,200 square foot is the maximum allowable area for accessory structure in the residential agricultural district. So yeah, that's our current lease. This is that. Okay. Okay. So this is the one that has potential wetlands in it. Is that right? Is that
It has wetlands on the property.
yes?
And within, close proximity to this building.
Yeah.
Can you understand Barb, Suzanne?
Yes. So
Okay.
is it within the
Buffer?
yes, thank you.
Yes, it very well, it likely is in the buffer. It definitely needs a letter of interpretation to make sure, that they're not encroaching on the wetlands or the buffer, because they may have to relocate it if that's the case.
Yes. So that's the main comment. Is
Yeah, LOI needed.
OI required, especially because there are wetlands close to the building.
And on the property itself.
Okay.
Total acreage.
On the property.
Yeah.
It was.
I saw it. Oh boy.
I know it was. I think it was like 4 acres, but I don't know where.
It's probably on the.
Oh yeah, you're right. It is on there. Oh yeah, 4.67 acres, located on Willow Grove Road. I don't know if you want to take a look at the. Okay.
So Candace is taking comments down if that's what you're doing. You're taking comments, right?
Yeah. But
It
you,
seems like a lot of people are doing the same thing.
well, don't. Am I still doing the
Comment
comment sheet,
for the board.
or is that something that you do now?
You have to do Evan, you have to do the comment sheet.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, there you
Yeah. So that's why I just wanted to make sure that I have what we're gonna put down. Okay. Is there any other?
Candace isn't going to know that. I mean, maybe would know what our comments are, but you need to look that over at least.
Okay. Is there anything else we want to say about this place?
No, that would be the key. I mean, we don't have a problem with pole barns, oversized pole barns
Yeah.
usually, but we do have a problem if it's encroaching on the buffer.
Okay.
And they have to establish where the line is, where the wetland line and buffer line is, and what kind of buffers they are.
It's done.
Okay. Yes.
And an LOI gives them that. A letter of interpretation gives them that.
Okay.
And gives us that. Gives the township that. And that's what an LOI is, Candace, is a letter of interpretation that comes from New Jersey DEP.
What? Got it. Of approaching the either leave pole barn or cut down the square footage or the size of it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple different options that they can go for, and they may even be able to, do something where they encroach into the buffer here, but they give extra buffer there. With some more complex ways of handling it, but it all has to go through the state and be permitted to do that.
Right, but the decision's really up to the zoning board, not the state.
Well,
All decisions are
right, but they have to, when they give if they give their approval to this, it has to be contingent upon them getting the wetlands approvals. That way, the construction official is supposed to look at those, conditions that the board places on them. That when he goes to give the comment, he doesn't, they all the job of making sure that happens. And I've seen that happen too.
Yeah,
Oh, we missed this all in this land already. Yeah.
Do they have enough frontage?
It's already an existing lot, so we don't think it matters.
They site.
There's no landscaping.
For a pole barn.
the what?
No landscaping for.
Landscaping as far as proper lighting and
Usually they don't. That's the must.
Yes.
It
Yeah.
really fit for 4 acres.
What's the height?
Well, the zoning board hopefully would maybe ask about lighting, but they're going in for a variance for oversize.
It's like
White.
starting.
They should always ask about lighting.
Everybody see this?
no.
But
The fact that it's over 3,000 square feet is bigger than most of his house.
it's hot.
Huge.
That's very good.
How many?
And this is a residential area too.
It's not.
Why does he need that? Is that a legitimate question?
I don't think you're allowed. He explains it in his application what he wants to do with it, and I think that's all he has to do.
He's not a farmer.
Yeah, but it could be any land, as long as it's not a dwelling or a business. You can find that he's storing, vehicles and transport, a foot in his yard or anything. And I think
There's no restriction.
real looking at.
It can be for his business. He may not even operate the business out of his house, but he may keep the equipment there. If he had a landscaping business, for example, has oversized mowers.
Well, I don't know about that. If you're allowed to put your business equipment in your backyard in residential zone. I don't think that's just that.
I think
I think that is a problem.
I'm not sure about that though. I think it is. But anyway, he's not claiming that they're for his landscaping business anyway.
Yeah, all these pole barns, no one ever says they're using them for business. It's that I see. Well, in all these years.
And so this is, the LOI is the main comment. It's the only comment, really.
Yeah.
Okay.
They show the septic well, and they're far enough away that it shouldn't be an issue.
Very good.
So we're good with just the white.
All right, we'll move on. And the next one is ZB 2410, which is one that is pretty much new. I think came in on the 14th or 15th, it looks like. And so I really am just seeing it now. Let's see. Okay. So it says ARCR Home Builders LLC, block 802, lot 23.01 at 2323 Sheridan Avenue in Franklinville. Reason for request variance relief for minimum frontage in order to construct a single family dwelling. 150 foot is the required minimum lot frontage. Applicant has proposed 30 feet.
Mm.
And it is in a RA zone. Let me see if I can pull that up.
And what was the lot number again?
It is, let's see, lot 2301, that's a .01.
And it's block
And 802.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's the address?
2323 Sheridan Avenue in Franklinville.
Okay.
I'm going to pull it up on the map here so I can see. 802. 23. When you put it in 23.01, it'll come up like that. You think?
It's 0805 on that scouting. That's the first thing.
Oh, okay.
What's that?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. No, Barbara was just teaching me how to use this map for the county.
Oh.
And just so I can bring up the property so I can see what it looks like. Okay. So there is the tiny little
Driveway
Yeah,
area,
yeah.
frontage.
yeah. So let me see if I can see what this looks like here. Should I put it on the layers?
Yeah, you can go 2017.
2017?
Reset
Okay.
to see what it looks like. There you go.
So it's all woods pretty much.
Yeah, and it has the PSCNG easement, so that
Oh,
going
okay.
in front of that. You'll see that on the site plan.
Okay. So those are actual electric lines right there. Is that what that is or what is?
I think so.
Okay.
Ooh, and the problem, the reason they need a variance is because they have only 30 feet of frontage.
That's it. Yeah, it's a tiny little thing.
Yeah, it's a pre-existing lot that Jason bought from Franklin Township at the last land auction.
Okay.
So this is the way that the lot is.
And how big is the lot?
Here was the size.
Yeah.
Gotta be a bowling.
It is pretty big. It's what 12.26 acres.
But only 30-foot frontage.
It's got a long, narrow frontage, and it opens up in the back.
Oh, it's a flag.
Yeah, and then there's some space before the power line is that. So the houses go in there.
Oh, wait, so this is the wrong one.
Yeah, that's it.
So the power line easement cuts across it or what?
When you're looking for the grant.
Oh, I'm looking at this one. Okay, yeah, that means the same lot.
This one.
That's the
Sure.
one. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
They can
It's really clean numbers. Neither. This is what it looks like for anybody that wants to visualize it. It's this lot here that the township used to own. This is them, right for the future. This is about old map, so this is, I think, from 2013 or 2012. This is it's been there a while. Okay. That's like, yeah. Yep.
So Jason bought this from the town. And he knew all along that he was going to have to apply for a variance.
Yes. But he's done that many times. He's gotten variances for other properties before, so he's familiar with the process. And I'm pretty sure they'll grant it anyway. I didn't know what's next to him. Because which one is the lot in question?
Oh, it's this one. It's so hard to see on this map. Hold on, let me just take this
You can make
this
it
filter
smaller.
off. It's been this one right here.
2301.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you put the cover back up on 7C, you can see that. Yeah. I mean, he's next to, wooded lots that may or may not have anything on them. And then, of course, there's a lot in front of him.
Yeah,
So,
and he's gonna be far back behind.
and plus,
Yeah.
he'll have to fight it out with the board if the neighbors are dramatic about it.
So is this anything we can say? We can't really say anything about this, right?
No.
Okay. So it'll be no comment for that. All right. Very good.
There's no environmental issues.
Cool. Candace, can you send me, do you happen to have access to the digital copies for these since I didn't get them? I mean,
No, I
not,
can create them though.
that'd be great.
Mhm.
Just so that, for this one, I don't have to have any comment, but for the future, it'd be nice to be like, look back at it. And,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great. So I don't need the one for, the pole barn, but, just the last three that we're doing.
Okay.
All right, so the next one is ZB 2411. Let's see. John Graver block 5044 lot 1 on 246 Maria Court in Franklin Township. Reason for request, applicant proposes to build a 48-foot by 64-foot private garage with a height of 20 feet.
It's not even oversized. Too tall.
What is there a height limit?
Isn't there like a 15 feet on red? There is always
35 or 30 now.
Oh, really? Okay.
other than the house, Nick? Or no? I guess houses could be two-story. Yeah.
I thought it was under 20 feet, but that doesn't oversee size limit. I thought the size limit was 1,200 square feet,
It's
Yep.
64 by what?
40 something. So it's
40.
way over the size.
Yeah, you're right.
So I guess he'll be applying for that, which is very simple. Plus, he probably has a garage the way this is shaped.
The bang, the others is clearance. Yeah.
So this is another garage?
Yeah, it's another it's an outbuilding, show bar.
Yeah.
It's not, I don't know what he's using it for, but it have to rates. Nothing. Sorry.
What's the block number again?
It is 5044 lot 1.
Okay. 246 Marie Court, you said?
Yeah, Maria Court. Yep.
So it's another oversized barn.
Yeah. Yep. 3,072 square feet.
So it was double the lots. Everyone's at
Yeah.
Okay.
will be 24 hours.
Any problems on the property?
Let me see. I'm going to pull up the map.
Did you get in these physical copies, did you get the engineer's letter?
Yep.
We did. Yeah, we did here. I just didn't get any digital copies for this yet, but I'm going to, and I'll send them your way when I get them too.
And now you're looking at the soils mass, Evan?
No, this is because this can show you like wetlands and stuff, but there's probably really nothing here.
You look at the soils map, you have to look.
I like
Just the wetland. Didn't flood zones.
And I don't see anything there.
I wouldn't think so.
Yeah.
It's, looks like a dry, next oak park.
So we probably won't have a comment for this one, I'm guessing. Okay. All right.
Except Spidey, super big.
Yeah.
I hope the neighbors attend the meeting.
Well, there are, I think these are
trees
empty,
or
these lots right here, I believe. At least, they look at it, it says wooded on this plot. I don't know that there are homes on these or not, you'd have to look at the map.
Yeah.
Oh, it's pretty big.
Yeah.
320.
This is the subject property. I don't see any acreage on it.
It's right here, this,
Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, yeah. 3.696.
it's strangely L-shaped. Go behind the other, after these on the street. Yeah, I don't recall the last time I was out that way, whether there were neighbors to the house that's out there.
All right. I guess we'll move on.
Wait a minute.
What's
Evan,
Yeah.
you're saying that
Yeah.
the acreage is 3.9696?
Yes. 3.69. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I just wasn't sure what that number was. Okay.
Okay. And the last one on our list is ZB 2412. And that is another ARCR Properties LLC. Block 5702, lot 55. Zero Main Road. Is that an address? Variance relief.
Doesn't have one yet.
What's that?
Doesn't have an address.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I mean.
So what
All right.
road is it on? What road is
It's
it?
on Main Road. Yeah, but it doesn't have an address yet. So variance relief for minimum frontage in order to construct a single-family dwelling. 150 foot is required minimum lot frontage. Applicant has proposed 10 feet. I'm just gonna-
Oh, my goodness. How big is this lot?
I don't know yet. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, this is the one. Okay, great.
I think it involves subdivision.
Yeah, well, oh, this is the one we got the two, there was two ARCR part. This is the one that's 12.26 acres, it looks like. Just gonna pull it up on this thing.
Yeah,
so I can see it.
Right.
All right. Big road.
So, and it's how many acres?
It is 12 acres, 12.26. And looking at it on the map here, I'm going to zoom out so you can see. It's on Main Road.
The flag lot.
Yeah, it's just this tiny little thing that connects to Main Road. 10 feet.
Really?
Yeah.
And you're gonna subdivide it into how many lots?
Um,
And this
yeah, they're just, I don't see anything about
the
subdivisions.
flag lot. It's only got 10 feet of front.
Yeah.
I thought there was a picture of that them subdividing it.
Is he wrong?
I don't see anything about subdivision here. Let me just see.
Hit up on big LED.
You want to look through this stuff?
Yeah,
Just
let
to
me
say?
see the-
Yeah.
All right, maybe not. It looks like one house. Yeah, it's wrong on this.
Yeah.
Into that.
And I don't see any wetlands or anything like
I
that.
don't think so.
Yeah.
Just check on the map.
What street is it on?
It's on Main Road. This is it right here. And
It's
this,
near Lewis Court.
It doesn't connect to the other road. Like,
I don't see anything.
No, it's landlocked.
Yeah.
So they're using a 10-foot as a driveway.
It says
Yeah.
proposed 8-foot wide
Yeah.
driveway with a 10-foot girdle. Huge flag.
That's an undersized driveway. isn't it?
8 foot.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't either.
8 foot?
Yeah, it's a 10-foot total, but it's his 8-foot driveway. So I don't know.
I mean, is that big enough for an emergency vehicle?
I don't know because my motorhome is like 8 feet wide, so probably not.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, and they definitely don't like it if they can't get in there.
Yeah, especially Joe.
Yeah, I mean, it's one thing to have 30 feet, you know. It's another thing to have only 10, even though all that other land is there.
Even 10,
Yeah, they could go the full 10, but yeah,
it's 8 feet.
8 feet is what they're proposing for thought. Oh, and for construction and everything else.
Yeah.
You're right about that. It's
If you're
going to be
putting it
more.
in the front of your house. Sorry, I should be writing stuff down, not talking.
That's a good point, though. I feel like it's, yeah, just a whole bunch of,
You're talking about like the septic truck, I'm saying stuff. Yes.
Any
Truck,
kind of delivery truck
and that's
that-
large. Moving truck. Yeah.
Boost. Applicant.
it just says ARCR Properties LLC. And if you want to check it out too.
I don't know that that would fall under our review anyway. It's not
Yeah.
environmental, so
It's not, yeah,
So I'll just put no comment.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Signs of up on it.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's another thing that, the neighbors have to bear in here if they have an issue with this driveway. And here, people from the township who are making a judgment have to look at it.
Okay. Which one was this one? Is this the flag? Is this the one we're just looking at?
AARC.
Okay, great. Okay, I guess we can move on unless somebody else has anything else
Yeah,
to say.
I was just looking
Yeah,
over
yeah.
that first application, and it appears that the, right here, first applicant is going to run a business out of that.
Oh.
Landscaping, all spot landscaping,
What do you know?
that first applicant. So
The one with the pole barn, right?
the one with the pole barn,
Oh.
I don't believe, I mean, you're going to run a commercial landscaping company out of your backyard. That's what I picked up there.
Okay. Oh, this is the septic letter.
Right.
License to
But-
operate. Owner of the property. Yeah, this has nothing to do with whether this is a business or not. This is the owner's name, but does he say what he's using the pole on? for?
Well, but
they have to.
vehicles, but once you're in, once you're in, and
Yeah.
you've got things going on.
2018. Yeah.
So the zoning, if the zoning board does grant permission or a variance, yet they need to be specific that he can't run his commercial landscaping company out of the backyard.
Well, again, I'm not sure we would be the ones to make a comment on that.
Yeah. Just
Yeah, but it should say in his application what the use is. Like you said,
storage.
right. That's what it says.
if you
That
land
could,
up
now the tractor could be considered a vehicle, right?
exactly. Anything could be considered a vehicle. If he
They all-
starts
they
running a
all say the
business,
same thing. Whole barn.
Well,
vehicle storage.
yeah, I mean,
Right.
you can't.
How many do we get every month?
you don't want to throw up. You want to get your approval.
And what road is that?
That is on Willow Grove.
Okay. Well, he's gonna have to get the wetlands checked out and here's the main yard plan. And hopefully hopefully he's not gonna be running his landscape business because then he'll be working with chemicals. And he's right there on an environmentally sensitive lot. So depending on how good his housekeeping is.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, that's-
They just tend to spray poison, they,
That-
use fertilizer.
That would be up to your zoning board to,
It would have to be
Smoke that
rezoned
out.
commercial. you can't run this commercial business.
Yeah, everybody's a variant.
Yes. And he's not asking for a variance, right? It's just asking for a variance.
Yeah,
So
what do
you'd have to go back. Whatever.
Right.
or if you want to use it just commercial way.
Or, but if it's not, you know,
What's the
maybe he's
applicant's
maybe
name
he's
on it?
storing
Which one is this one?
Madeline something or other.
Wait, that was 2018. We don't even know. We'd have to check the tax map, which is you can get reach through the map. Do you still have the mapping?
Yeah, I do.
program?
Yeah. I'll get
I'll
it
show
up for you.
that. I forgot to show you that. You can see the tax record.
Yeah, this is for the main road one you want? Or no, this is the first one, right? This is for
Road
the,
row.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
What is it that you're checking on?
If this person is the owner anymore,
Grove,
because that's old, the landscape guy. And he
Oh,
may not
that
be
is. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's 2018, you know.
That's a good point, Mark.
Yeah, we
Go,
don't
go
know.
to the,
Okay, you see this here? It's lot
I see.
7?
Yeah.
Okay. If you hit the tax map or this mod division, the
Mhm.
tax map just shows you the tax map if
Oh,
you
okay.
ever want to look at it.
Okay.
But hit the mod part, it'll give you the actual tax ownership record.
I see. Okay.
And it says Madeline Clark owns it, and when did they buy it? See, it says more information.
Yeah.
In 2018 and in 2022, so it looks like the property was sold to somebody Clark there.
Sean
and it's a-
Clark?
Yeah. So Allspatch might have owned it prior to these people.
do you think they were the sellers?
Yeah, I think that because it sold, what's the date on that license? It was 2018. They sold it the first time in 2018. So they probably had an old septic and they didn't pass the inspection. So they had to put that one in for the sale. So it's very likely they have nothing to do with the property now.
Okay.
But that tells you more information you can get on.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't
Okay.
really need the not with that program working. Because you can just pop them on the screen.
All right.
It'll-
So we're going to go on to old business. So the first one is Piney Hollow Nature Area. Anybody have any updates at all on that?
It came in under bid.
Okay.
What?
They
Piney Hollow came in under bid.
Well, but
Yes, but we knew that.
I'm gonna you
Okay.
firm that up, accept the bid, or
Can't hear.
Under the
what? Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and that was it less than what we thought it was supposed to be.
One would
And
think
we had
they
three, I believe we
wanna
had, don't
construct
quote
it
me,
now.
but 3 companies
In the summer.
bid on it. So, no. We had 3 companies bid, I believe.
And the variation was great. I mean, they should get moving because, you know, they want to be actually working on it during the months when it's most accessible. Because sometimes during the winter, it's hard to work out there if the water table's high or, you know, during certain times of year, it's going to be hard to work there. Trails may be flooded more.
I'll ask Matt the next time I see
So
him. and I'll give you
they
guys
should
a-
probably get moving on this and, you know, that way they can, you know, if there is a weather problem, they're not, you know, at the last minute try to put this in November, you know, when it's rainy and cold and the place might be all soaking wet, it can't be done.
Acres thinking up to their
And the
knees.
Green Acres people aren't going to be patient enough to say, you know, what have you been doing for 8 months, you know? So they need to move forward. So if they have a good bid and they have somebody to do it, they should be moving this along.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm-
Yeah, but I've known this for over a month, so, yeah, I haven't heard anything new yet.
okay.
So I'd like to make sure that they are rolling. I just haven't been to any meetings. There was no meeting next week, right?
No.
Or the rest of the month.
June.
Okay, so it will be June before, you know, they'll meet again, and I'm not sure if I'll make that meeting or not, you know.
Like I said, when I speak to Matt next time, I'll ask him about it. I'll update you guys.
Cool. And the next one was Malaga Lake Park. So I just went to Malaga Lake Park a couple of days ago, and I was looking at the signs, the numbers that have to be replaced, and quite a few of them have to be replaced.
Suzanne, did you get the picture of the 4x4s I sent you?
Yes, I did. Thank you.
Are they usable? Because if so, I could drop them off to your brother or whoever you said you wanted to get them.
Yeah, don't drop them off yet because I think some of them are usable, but we were going to try to get an exact count because there are a few.
Okay.
There are a few that are out there around that are around the vegetable flower garden, and
Are they bigger?
Evan, did you remember to look at those? I'm not sure if you would have, but
It's kind of too big.
I did. I think they're too big because they're probably like twice as the size as, if not a little bit bigger than the actual poles that we have.
really,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, they're too big.
In the
Yeah.
Are you? I didn't mean to cut you off.
And you're good.
You saw how many? You did. You said?
I did. Yes. So I took pictures of all the ones that I did see, and let me see here. We have. I found one. 2 was missing. 3 we have. Let's see. 4 we have. 5 we have. 6 missing. 7's there, and then 8, 9, and 10 seem to be gone, and then 11 is still standing. Wait. Right. Oh no, yeah. So 11 was still standing, but it's hidden behind bushes. You can hardly see it. In fact, I almost walked right by because, and I just saw this, like, you could see like the little bit of the number in the corner. I was like, oh, okay, so there's that one. And then 12 is just broken and on the ground. So that one needs to be replaced. And also, I noticed that a lot of the numbers were needed to probably be replaced as well. Some were in okay condition, but like I think it was like number 3 was kind of like pretty much on its last life. So we need to.
So what was the total number of posts?
Let's see. So 7. Yeah.
There's 7 posts. We can
Yeah.
replace whatever numbers because when you buy numbers, we can figure that out. But
Right.
you can buy the numbers separately, or you can sometimes buy them in a packet. But we can't. What we need to do next, and I'm going to do this. We need to get Public Works to help us put them in, or to help to put them in, because my brother's not available to do it. He might help cut them if we need to cut anything, but the ones you have, how many do you think you had there? I counted when I was looking at the photo, Mark, but I
have no idea off the top of my head.
I know. I can't remember what I saw. I wonder, maybe I can pull it up.
It's like I think they're piled on top of one another, so I would have to go count them. But I'll let you know.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
I said I believe they were piled on top of one another, so you're not going to get a good count from that picture, but I'll let you know.
Okay. Well,
I measured the. Okay, I'm sorry.
no, I just the depth. Are they? Mark, do you know how long they were? Do they have to be cut, or are they-
They're around 6 feet. They're around 6 feet. So how high did you want them to be? Because they should be.
I think
2
that's
feet.
about right, because you sink about 2 feet into the ground, and then I think about 4 feet high. But we do have to slice off the end where the number gets attached. That which is cut on a diagonal, So I thought maybe my brother might be willing to do that. So if he's free at all. But let me check again with him this week and then about that. And then I have to check with Public Works to find out if they could install them. It'd be part of, that's a bigger, well, it'd become a Public Works project. And
I think that.
yeah,
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I didn't.
you didn't.
Okay. I was just saying. I think that so the one I measured, because I measured how big the numbers were. I went there just before I got here today, and they were 2.5 inches wide by 5 inches tall. And then I decided to measure how tall the post was, and from the bottom to the very top of the angled part, it was 2 feet.
Really? Only 2 feet?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I thought they were fine.
I only measured the one, but I think they all kind of look similar to me. So
I think they are.
okay,
Okay, so 6 feet is more than we need.
yeah,
Or we could make them 4 feet high, I suppose, but that's probably too
Yeah.
high. Or sink them more. I don't know. I don't know. Let me talk to Public Works. I mean, I'm willing to call them and find out what it's going to take. Um, right, Mark? I mean, I guess we should put in the request and find out what their schedule is. Sorry, I couldn't hear if you said something back.
I said, yeah, I mean, you can try. The worst they could do is say that they can't. I mean, I don't think there's a carbon.
Well, I mean, it's a township park, and it would seem like it's not that huge a job.
They might not want to put old 4x4s in. They might want to purchase new 4x4s. That's
They may want to put something else in.
they might want to purchase new ones.
yeah. I mean, they're not going to waste their time putting used ones in. Yeah.
Oh, that may be. That may be. Yeah.
Head like department.
We have rec. Yeah.
Okay.
Commission.
Well, I'm just saying, when was the last time anyone did a good once over? Like, what's the condition girls at Malaga Lake Park? What's the condition? Why don't we do a good once over and see if anything to be removed or if this kid could get cut on, and then make it a day project for Public Works. It's easier to schedule 2 guys for one team there all day repairing 10 things than saying, hey, I need to send, 3 guys out there, take a truck off the road, and I need you to replace 6 signs. I'm just saying, if they actually like have a full work day, it's easier to schedule. Just throw it out there.
Here's a good
Yeah.
idea.
Easier than what?
Efficient.
I would assume
What was
they
that
would
saying?
do it all in one day. Sure.
Clean up all the broken glass while they're at it.
Yeah,
That's beyond the.
It's out there.
Bring in other people. I'm just saying, make it a
The broken glass is beyond the trail. If you keep going on the trail on the lakeside, you would eventually come to the broken glass. But we designed it, or rather, the Eagle Scout designed it so that it cut over, and then you go back along the trail closer to the road and onto the actual road that's within the woods there.
I think
So
we thought it was over our heads to remove all that glass. Isn't that right? We couldn't.
no, it's an immense amount of glass. It's impossible.
Yeah.
It's not flat. It's not something you could scoop up. You'd have to it would be very difficult to clean up. It could be done, but it would be very difficult and probably more disturbing than anything.
Maybe that's what we could fill up the rest of the Public Works day doing.
I don't think they could do that in a day, to tell you the truth, and they would need a front end loader and all that stuff.
It would be wonderful if we could get rid of that. There'll be more land for the park.
I know, but in order to do it, you'd have to tromp down a bunch of vegetation, possibly trees, to get in there.
Small trail.
Because the trail narrows, and you'd have to take a big piece of equipment in there. Maybe not. I don't know.
Just trucks.
We could ask them. Right now, it would just be nice to get the numbers back, because we've got the QR code, and we still can copy and put the flyer with the trail map into the box there. There's 2 ways people could access the actual information of the trail. And it's a shame not to.
The glass
Oh,
should
okay.
be cleaned up. It's a-
Anyway,
it's-
I volunteered to call, but
it's
it would,
a danger to the public.
Liability.
It's a liability, and it could hurt kids, their feet, if they go back there with flip flops or something. I don't know.
if people go back there with heads.
Yeah, there's no excuse that glass should be there. It's township.
well, nobody would be going back. They shouldn't be going that far back necessarily. If they're following the trail, they won't be. But you can get back to it. That's true. It would be nice to get it out of there. It's hard to do, though.
Roughly.
Yeah.
Okay,
Um,
I will call Public Works now that we sort of have, well, basically Evan and I talked about it and what some dates were that might work, you know, in June.
Yep.
But we'll see
Um,
what the report has to say. But what's the name of our Public Works Director?
You know, the assistant Anasty. That's the guy, and the new one just started. I don't understand.
okay. No, but-
That's all.
I have their email if you need it.
okay. Yeah, I guess you can send it if you want, and I'll send it over to Suzanne.
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
The admin usually incoming call.
Well,
She's good.
okay. Candace, why don't you give me your email and I'll send you a bunch of stuff.
It's C. Delaney @franklintownship.com.
Oh, okay, that's the usual. Okay.
Yes, CDELANEY @franklintownship.com.
Great. Okay, because I'll give you the list of EC members and you'll have all the emails. Maybe you have that, but in case you don't, I'll send you that.
Oh, no, I don't have any of that stuff yet. I've been doing this for officially 4 hours. I got the paperwork, I think at 9. And maybe. No, this is number 1, 4 hours.
Okay.
Was there any other plans that anybody wants to bring up for old business?
I have something I'd like to bring up.
That's
It involves township-owned parcel at Maligan Lake, at the spillway. It's about 49 acres. It's unprotected. It's some of it's wetlands, and it's on Route 40
Along the street,
along the stream along Scotland Run,
the south side,
the south side of
southwestern side of Scotland Run,
Route 40.
below the dam.
It needs to be permanently.
Rossi.
What's that?
Put it on the Rossi while we have an open grant, and it doesn't cost the township anything other than 5 minutes for the engineer's time and filling out the form
Right.
and
It's all
the map, taking a tax map and going, here's where it is.
it's fully wooded, and it needs to be part of the township-owned open space land.
Mostly what
So,
it is.
recap. So, along Route 40, along the southwest side of Scotland Run.
Yeah, let's do a lot and block it.
What is your suggestion, sir?
We'll have to explain to her what all that means that I just said too.
Are you talking about the one that was
It's about 49 acres.
Okay.
kind of they were looking to that was
In the
part of that plan that was going to
redevelopment
be yes, that's the redevelopment zone area. right?
Okay.
Yeah.
The
Right,
proposed
yeah.
redevelopment zone.
And you want it to stay in the open area?
Yeah,
Stay
I mean,
wooded.
it's really,
Okay.
it really needs to be preserved as part of the open space. It's environmentally sensitive. It's kind of like a spillway, really.
It's on the other side. It's south side.
Well, the main question about it is, do we want to start up? Barbara and I spent a lot of time putting together lists in various formations to let the township committee know. Now, this was what? How long ago was it, Barb? 4 years?
Yep.
And
Yeah,
basically put together all the lands that were already owned by the township because of things like tax defaults and whatever, things that were on the inventory of lands owned by the township. So we identified amongst those lists all those that were primarily wet, that abutted a stream, or that abutted already preserved land, or that had some contamination history problem that there were a few that fell into that category. The township committee was unwilling to add any of them to the Rossi at that time.
Right.
That that group
Well,
of
Mark
people
was
who were on township committee at that time.
Mark was not a member of the township
Neither was
committee.
Jonathan Key.
Right, so we have some new blood on township committee
I know.
that would be probably more open to our suggestion of preservation.
Well, they need to tell us that they would like us to bring forth all those lists because we spent a lot of time. We went in, we presented it, we came back with the justification for the items that were on the list. We suggested that it was a starting point. It didn't have to be the end point. But there certainly were some, like this 49-acre piece, that definitely belonged on there. Well, we got nowhere, and so we dropped it. Now,
Right.
I'm perfectly
Okay.
willing to pull up all of the files that I still have on my laptop and make them available. But I really don't want to spend a lot of time on it unless I'm told by somebody from Township Committee to do so, or asked to do so, because I also remember spending a year and a half putting together a tree ordinance, which we thought was requested by Township Committee. Now that was 20 years ago, but still. And then having it be completely eliminated, totally unreviewed. So, you put in a lot of work thinking you're doing something beneficial to the township, and then if we don't start by having Township Committee want that done, there's not much point in doing it. So that's what I'd like to say.
Well, I can talk to everyone next time. Either we have a closed session or I can talk to them individually because I can't talk to them as a group unless we're in a meeting. So, and I'll get their thoughts on, because I don't want you to waste your time either. So,
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be every single item. I'd be perfectly happy to send them to you, Mark, so you can see what we have and did. And it may look like a very large number, but they were pretty much unbuildable lots. So to put them up for sale, which is some of them have been, is sort of a waste of the buyer's time because they can't really do anything with them. And people don't seem to know that. Going to some of the auctions, Barbara Halpern and I can tell you that people buy these things and don't seem to have investigated them, thinking that they're going to be able to do something with them, and they can't. But in other cases, they perhaps could, and they really should be retained by the township because they're for free. But to get them permanently preserved, they have to go onto the ROSI, the Recreation and Open Space Inventory. And you can only add things to the ROSI when you have an open DEP grant like we have right now. So there's a very limited time. Of course, we've had the grant for 5 years, but for 5 years, we've been trying to get these things on there. So,
Actually, we got the grant. We got it the summer of 2017, and we applied for it in the fall of 2016.
yeah, it's more than, yeah.
Still not.
If they have.
well, like I said, I'll talk to everyone first because I don't want you guys to waste your time. If you're saying that they weren't open to it then and they're still not open to it now, I don't want you to waste time compiling stuff. But
Yeah, I mean,
if they once you, it sounds like you already have it compiled, right? So you would just be
Yes.
representing it.
Well, some of the
Yes.
lots are no longer in the township's hands, but yeah. Well,
Cross those off. Right.
that's actually a very large lot. That's an important lot.
Yeah, this
for
would
sure,
be number one here.
Yeah. Because it's part of
Actually,
that watershed.
this is actually two lots here. Here's the other lot here, lot 4. I'm not sure if that's in this block. Here's the lot. It's kind of Scotland Run goes right through it. So this is all wooded, all in here and wet. And
Yeah.
Most of it is. There are some drier upland areas.
so this needs to go on the Rossi, and this needs to go on the Rossi. It's all kind of one lot, and this makes up your, 50 acres here, or 49 acres. Between this and this, that's 45 point something, and this is it's 4.15 acres. And this
I mean, they don't cost the township anything because we already own them. So, and there was really only one person on committee that talked the other committee members into rejecting this idea back then. And that person is no longer on committee. So maybe everybody will feel differently now. I don't know.
Yeah.
It seemed to me that it was worthwhile for the township to snatch these things up while it could and protect its waterways. And
We don't want this property sold. We don't want this sold, at all.
should be part of the green open space in
It's
here.
on the open space plan as part of the
Good.
Greenway.
That's good.
And it's supposed to be preserved, and it's free to preserve it now, because if you don't put them in what's called the recreation and open space inventory, you would have to pay for a deed restriction on every single property. With the Green Acres grant and the ROPD, the Recreation and Open Space Inventory list, you just fill out a form, which I actually did the form, or the ones that they did put in with the grant, which was only like 7 properties that the state insisted that they wouldn't be able to continue the grant without them doing it. Which is what most of those 7 properties are. With this, you know, you just put them on the form, the engineer just takes the tax map and just saves it, and it's done.
And it's
you know.
permanently
Yeah,
preserved.
you only record an entire list of properties, not, you know, have to go through the lawyer and all this other crap. You just record the list and you're done.
The reason why this is so important, Mark, is because
Really inexpensive.
you know, if we do it now or if we don't do it now and there's, say, you have an interest in preservation yourself, but if down the road you have a turnover of township, of the governing body, and you have new blood in there and they're not on the same page as you or your partners or other people on the township committee, then they could put it on the auction block and
Like I said, I'll ask about it and I'll look into it, and because I don't know any of the history of it whatsoever. So
And
Right.
I'll send you the list and the justification sheet.
Okay.
And that way you can kind of see what they were.
Oh, this is the mail. Yeah.
Of course, we also have maps that show you, but they're a little harder to send. Okay,
New business.
yes,
Anybody have any new business?
yes, one. What's the
What's that?
story with the digital versions of the applications?
So, I did not get I think that the other applications were submitted after I requested the first 2. Because I saw a lot of them. I requested those on the 13th, and I saw a lot of those. Other ones were like the 14th, 15th, 16th that they came in.
in the Dropbox,
Yeah,
you
but
have to check that every day once because they can add things right up to your meetings.
but I actually just checked the Dropbox because I thought, well, you know, I probably did miss it, and I didn't see anything else.
Oh, I thought you said they were at the 14th.
Oh no, I mean, but the date on the actual application.
Where is the Dropbox?
Yeah. So I guess I'll have to just kind of maybe you send an email like a week before, and then the week or that Friday or something like that before we have the meeting. I'll have to send maybe like one more any new applications. But I'm gonna
Maybe-
get go ahead.
Maybe Candace could look. Are you in?
Yeah, I already have that on my list. We're going to come up with a better way in order for everybody to get their copies of it without us getting any of the classified information that they do not want us keeping. I'm also going to have the Wi-Fi code, so we'll be set up for that.
Awesome.
I'm also going to get Giovanni's letter and that I will send to you, imploring his willingness to resign.
Oh,
And then Matt
great.
Cesare, I'm going to have him copy once a month. Let me know if there's anything pertinent that needed to be discussed.
So there's no restriction about getting the applications. What's the classified information?
Shop, so you're
I don't know. I'll see. Hold on one second.
they're not reelecting anybody until next go round.
What do you mean? So December
I checked.
or January?
They were not represented. Quite a few represented for other good taxpayers up there. It's more. Yeah, I know.
They say why?
They said that they got the applications, they went through them, and they picked people that they want.
I'm sorry, what are you saying?
I kind of missed. So who is this? I couldn't. Oh, okay. Okay.
Change or fill it. We still have a position unfilled, don't we?
It's about Frank Hoots and Giovanni is going to be. asked to resign. I don't know if you heard that part or not, but he's going to be
I
asked to
heard
resign.
about Giovanni, but what about Kahoot?
Kahoot did show up for the solar hearing.
Yeah.
But never spoke to anyone from here. Or, it's what the environmental commission gave one of right?
Yeah.
They're supposed to represent the environmental.
So we don't know anything else about him there now.
Is he a member of the planning board?
Yeah, he's the planning board representative, but he doesn't come to the meeting here. He doesn't even come to the planning board that often.
And so the applications, I'm not allowed to pick up the physical copy at all anymore.
I'm gonna find all
Okay.
that, and then I'm gonna find out all of that tomorrow. I'm gonna put up a couple scenarios that might benefit everybody.
Okay.
Because as of right now, I was told to bring it and then bring it back.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
But in the future, I see what everyone is saying, and we'll just see. Doesn't
Okay.
hurt to ask.
Because I had told them that I was going to pick it up on Friday. On Monday, I told them that. And then they're like, yeah, that's fine. We're going to get it together. And then on Friday, Christina said, we're not allowed to give anything out anymore. I was like, oh, okay. So I guess,
Yeah. So maybe as it comes in and she has a tract and she gives it to me and I have it in a separate section, I can send you over just, bare bones. Like I said, I'm going to put together a couple scenarios.
Okay.
Send it to you first, like, hey, you all right with this? And then send it to everybody else.
sounds good. All right. Unless anybody else had anything else to say about new business, but we have mail, and that's pretty much it. And we can.
That's it.
So we have a public notification. It says request for a freshwater wetlands letter of interpretation line verification. Applicant is Dennis Gargill, 3830 West Malaga Road. Property is on Jackson Avenue, block 1901, lot 5, which is 4.9 acres. Dear interested party, this letter is to provide you with legal notification that an application for letter of interpretation will be submitted to the New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection, Division of Land Use Regulation for the site shown on the enclosed plan. A brief description of the proposed project follows. The project consists of freshwater wetlands letter of interpretation line verification in support of property redevelopment. The complete permit application package can be reviewed at either the municipal clerk's office in the municipality of which the site subject to the application is located, or by an appointment at the department's Trenton office. The Department of Environmental Protection welcomes comments and any information that you may provide concerning the proposed development site. Please submit your written comments within 15 calendar days of receiving this letter. I don't know.
That's all.
Okay, so somebody, I don't know, we didn't see an application to that effect, right, from Stargill for Jackson Avenue,
I just got it today in the mail.
or did we?
This is usually done before the application. We're supposed to be.
Yes, it
Okay.
is, but it isn't always done before, so I wasn't sure. So that's fine. That's just a notification that he's getting the LOI, presumably.
Okay. So this is an application we might see in the future. Is that what it sounds like?
Possible. Yeah,
Yes. Okay. So we don't have to comment right now?
no.
Okay. Very good.
Anything else in the mail?
And that's it.
No.
Okay.
Been wondering about us getting a bin for mail, and we haven't been able to get one. So
I thought, Candace, I thought you were going to try to find out about that.
About the mail?
About a mailbox, yeah.
The place
Or bin or
it is put on
something.
that comes in.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
an inbox type of thing.
Yeah, as I go over there once a day and collect things. I can collect the things as well.
Where's over there? Where would it be?
So everything gets delivered to the building next door, to the police department,
Oh,
the township buildings. And it actually, we do have our own little mailbox. It is separated by police, court, so on and so off. So technically,
Would you be able to just email if somebody came in?
Absolutely.
So there you go.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And I guess maybe next meeting, we'll try to figure out our mailing list, depending upon what Giovanni is going to do, or and apparently the group is, that's just a new issue,
As far as I know.
and so we can strike him off with the mailing list.
Well, no, I wouldn't strike him off the
Yeah.
mailing list. He's still your person.
He's,
So.
he's also the planning board representative from the environmental commission, even though he has no involvement at all with the environmental commission. Only it's sort of a
There in spirit.
exactly.
We can, if Giovanni does resign, we can take him off the list, but it's more important that we find, get somebody to replace him so that we have two alternates. And of course, Mindy, Karen is willing to be put in that position if the township is agreeable.
Because
If committee is agreeable, I should say. We still need to deal with the files in the ambulance building, old ambulance.
Oh,
You might want to tell her about John.
yeah. Oh, and also John is going to meet me. I'm going away, but John's going to meet me after I get back. And we were going to do it this weekend, but he wasn't able to. So he's going to meet me sometime in June. And we're going to put the cleaning supplies in the ambulance building.
Okay, and the other thing we need to find out from him is if we could get whatever materials he had from last year planned and developed for Community Day so that we could use them again, because we didn't get to use them last year.
Right.
We have
And I
a lot
have
of
his number now. He gave me his
What?
number so I can text him. John gave me his number so I can
okay.
I'll be able to hear him easily.
Yeah, because I mean, he had a lot of good information on night sky programs, and he had a lot of brochures, and I think he had some other display items. And he certainly had a lot of information on native plants. And I thought we were going to go with that as one of our main themes last year. I can hardly remember anything now, but
Sure.
I put something together, but I think I gave it all to him because I thought we were going to use it this year. So I gave it all to him, and I gave him what easels we had. And anyway, so if we could get all of that back, or maybe we can talk him into coming out on Community Day and working it with us. I
Maybe,
still
yeah.
haven't talked to him, so I still
Okay.
have to do that.
Okay, very good. Would anybody like to make a motion to adjourn?
Yeah.
Second.
Okay. All in favor of adjournment?
Lord.
Aye.
And that
All
was
opposed? What's that?
Margaret and Bill.
Margaret and Bill.
Okay. 9:10. What you
Okay.
say?